Hey, everybody. Trust your Monday is off to a great start and praying that you have a great week as you go about your daily routines and interact with friends and neighbors in the community. Friends, I just wanted to follow up on a few things I shared yesterday as we gathered together at 104 Edgewood Drive. As you know, we're walking through the I am statements of Jesus. We've talked a little bit about Jesus, the I am, as the bread of life, and then yesterday, Jesus, the I am, as the light of the world. And how does that light of Jesus, penetrate your heart, penetrate my heart? Well, in the simplest of context, friends, you and I let that light in. And as I shared yesterday, sometimes that can be pretty revealing what is shown inside you and me. And we like to keep that hidden. We only share that with a select few of people that we trust and can really lean into. But it's important that we be there for one another, to listen, to ask questions, to discover Jesus amongst us and the company that we keep. And one of the ways it's important that we do that is through discipleship. Now, on the surface, that may seem like a big word. Maybe another way you may have heard it phrased is something called spiritual formation. You think, whoa, 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 okay. Whoa, you're getting a little bit too personal here, Chris. Now just hold on. When we talk about spiritual formation, friends, it's that work that God desires to do in you and me. Remember yesterday I talked about how Jesus moved freely between the human realm and the spiritual realm. And the beautiful thing here, friends, is that Jesus invites you and I to go there with him, to commune, to connect with God the Father. So maybe you're thinking, okay, Chris, I think I follow where you're going, but where do I start? Where do I go? To have that communion, to have that type of gathering, that space where I can feel free, not only to be myself, but a place of trust and to share openly about some of these issues that I'm wrestling with. Because I don't know that I really feel comfortable that way, even in a larger gathering like Sunday morning, when we've got 35, 40 people, I've only got a handful of people that, like I said, I can just really, really trust. Well, friends, very simply, I want to encourage you, begin to identify those community groups that you're already a part of. Why are these people important to you? In the care of your soul, in the care of my soul, it's being aware of the care of our whole being. Now, let me ask you, who created that being? Who created you? Who created me? It was God, the eternal, that spiritual being. You might call it a heavenly being. You might think of God in different ways, but here's what you need to know is that God intimately formed you and formed me. And so when you gather with that group of trusted friends, just I want to encourage you, gather in your home, share some food together. Here as a local church, our leadership team made the investment a little bit more than a year ago into a resource called Right Now Media, and we introduced that to you a little bit more than a year ago. And I don't know if you've had a chance to really take a closer look at that. It's like a Netflix service. It's like a Disney Plus service. But friends, I want to encourage you to begin to take a little more detailed look at it for this reason. If you're wondering what a small group looks like, and you ask that question, where do I start? Right Now Media is a great place. You can find a topic of interest, and maybe as you do that, maybe as you look at some of the videos and you share them with some of your friends, you think, well, those authors, those people that put them together, as well as intended as they may be, they don't share the same point of view as I do or as my friends do. That's okay. That's the starting point. Some of the key questions that we need to keep at the center of your conversation, my conversation, that we have in those smaller group circles is, where is Jesus a part of this? How is Jesus seen in the people in the room that we're gathering with? Pause. Be still together in prayer. Welcome God to speak. Be open to receiving. And when we are, friends, the light of Jesus will pierce that darkness within each of us. And it's here when we're in that good company, the friends we know, the friends we trust, the friends that we can lean on one another with. And that's where we can look to discover the light of Jesus in each of us and grow in that spiritual formation, becoming more and more like Jesus. So again, I just want to encourage you, if you haven't done so already, take some time to look up that Right Now Media. If maybe the technology, you're having a little bit of trouble figuring that all out and how to download the app and all those things, please feel free to reach out to the church, nashwaaksusbaptist@gmail.com. We'd be glad to help you out. And again, friends, we provide this resource as a starting point for you to gather, to continue in those conversations that we start here on Sundays. Because as we have been expressing together, Sunday really is the starting point for our week. It's not the be-all and the end-all, but it's where we come together to be renewed in the love of Jesus and then go and spread that in our community. So again, I just want to encourage you to lean into that resource of Right Now Media. And like I said, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to the church, nashwaaksusbaptist@gmail.com, and we'd be glad to come alongside you and help you grow in your walk, in your spiritual formation with Jesus.